Hi, this is Rüzgar and I'm here with another LeadShark product update video for both April and May. And we have not done one of these since March, so bear with me when I describe all of the new features that are added to LeadShark. So first off, we have some new things in the Apex tier. The first one is the Sales Navigator integration. Essentially, if you have a Sales Navigator subscription to LinkedIn, now you can use that to send all of your DMs that are sent through LeadShark. So what that means is you actually do not clutter your existing LinkedIn inbox, where all of the messages sent from LeadShark actually appear in your Sales Navigator Messages tab. And in addition to Sales Navigator integration, we have the API access actually live, again in the Apex tier. We're testing this in the Apex tier. So what does the API have? Initially it has the person enrichment and the company enrichment API. What this means is if you know the user ID of a person, or if you know the company ID of a company, you can actually enrich these to get more data about this person or about this company. And we do have the documentation in the settings as well. Next up, we have the automations API, which actually lets you create, view, update, or delete any of your LeadShark automations through the API. So you don't have to come to our site to control or create a new automation. And this kind of sums up the Apex updates. We also have a new tier called Pro Plus, which adds some capacity as well as some new features as well. So let me try to show that. So the Pro Plus tier actually adds 100 running lead magnet capacity, which is double the 50 running capacity for the Pro tier, as well as some new features such as the auto like, which is included in the Pro Plus or Apex plans. So this was a kind of requested feature where the system actually automatically likes all of the comments as well. And in addition to auto like, this is actually in all of the tiers, not just Pro Plus. So if I enable follow-ups for a given automation, or if I enable it when I'm creating the automation, now I can send to people who have not responded to my initial DM. This was a highly requested feature. Maybe 10 or 15 people have requested this, and it does make sense to have this as well. This is very similar to what Apollo or any other email sender has when you're creating the campaign. So essentially, if I click this toggle, LeadShark will only send the follow-up to people who have not sent a DM after my initial DM. So we are checking whether they have sent a DM. We are not checking your DMs or anything like that. So your privacy is still secure, or your messages are still private essentially. But you can use this feature to as much as you need it to not send to people who responded to your initial message. I'm not going to save this one. So that was the second one. In addition to these, we have some new things happening for scheduled posts as well. So if I navigate to scheduled posts section, I have to wait for all of my posts to load. Okay, here it is. So under scheduled posts, now maybe you have seen it. Now we have the calendar view, which shows me my scheduled post, if it was published, if it was pre-automated as well. So this is my pre-automated post. I essentially use LeadShark to schedule as well as automate this post ahead of time, which is something that you can do for any tier under post and under scheduled post. What is new here actually is if I'm scheduling a new post, I can add images, I can add a GIF, I can add a PDF, and now I can add a first comment to it as well. Because as you may know, adding a link inside the actual post may reduce the reach of the post. So here now you can add the link to your newsletter, or you can add any link or first comment under your post to be automatically added to that post right after it's published. As well as we have some improvements on this UI for scheduling posts. You can actually create an automation for this post, which is what I call pre-automate, inline. And what I mean by that is you can actually automate this post directly in the schedule a new post pop-up here. So I can add all of the details, like here you go, and then the DM template, I can add the keywords here, like I can add the autoconnect or enable follow-ups even inside this this pop-up where I schedule my post. So this was also recently added. And that, I think, summarizes what I have for today. We have a lot more, on the way, especially for the Pro Plus and Apex plans, but also for the Pro plan. The API is improving. The follow-ups are improving as well. So yeah, stay tuned for the next update video. Thank you for watching.